Sabers, how is it going? I know that the school is not open right now, but you are a maker and you can make things at home. So I'm here to do a tutorial on how to do Japanese bookbinding, and I'm gonna show you how to make a journal so that you can record things you're learning about. Maybe you wanna turn it into a nature journal or a diary or make a gift for a friend. You can use materials at home to do this. All you need is some paper, a ruler, scissors, a pencil, needle and thread, and if you don't have thread, you can even use dental floss. And you're going to need something to poke a hole with, so you can use something like a thumbtack, safety pin. If you're lucky, you might have a screw punch or an awl, but a simple hole puncher works just fine. Binder clips are also helpful for holding your book in place. So you're gonna need to get some paper, and it can be copy paper or notebook paper, and I'm using about 5 sheets, and you're going to fold it in half. And this will be the inside of your book, and then you can choose maybe some scrapbooking paper or some other kind of paper for your cover. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna lay my copy paper on top of my scrapbooking paper, and I'm going to trace it. And if you have a ruler, you can line that up. We're gonna cut it out. We'll fold this hamburger. So you've got your cover, and then you've got the inside of your book, like this. So now what we want to do is we want to mark the line and where we're going to punch the holes. So you're going to use your ruler, and we are going to measure this about 1 inch, and we're basically creating a line about 1 inch in from the spine of your book. So it's important to make sure that the spine is on the left side. And now we are going to make marks about 1.5 inches apart. No, 1 inch apart. Like so. So now here's the fun part. We are going to poke some holes. So I'm gonna open my book, and I'm going to use binder clips. And you can use paper clips to hold this in place. You can use quilt binding clips, anything just to kind of hold it in place. I'm gonna lay this on a surface so that I can poke holes. You don't want to do this on a table that is a family heirloom or something like that. So put something hard underneath so that it won't damage your furniture. What we're going to be doing is punching holes all along here where these two lines intersect. So you can use what you have around your house. You can use a thumbtack, or if you have a safety pin, that will also work. If you have an awl, that would work. Be very careful not to poke yourself. You might even have a parent help you, or you could wear some gloves. Or if you have a screw punch, make sure that your hand is not where the metal part is, where it goes into the handle. Or you can use a hole puncher. Might be kind of tricky to get it in there though. I think I'm going to use my thumbtack to finish out these holes. All right, you're done making all the holes on one side, but when you close the book, the holes haven't gone through to the other side. So now I'm going to make sure that my book is closed, and I'm going to feed my hole punching device through so that both sides are going to get a hole. So when I open it up, I should see holes along both sides. All right, so now we are going to start the sewing technique. So get your needle, and you're going to thread about 3 feet of thread or dental floss or whatever you happen to have at home. And we are not tying a knot at the end. And we're going to make these a little bit uneven because we want to leave a tail when we start sewing. And we'll tie a knot at the end to connect both pieces of thread. So what you're going to do is you're going to open your journal to the center page. So I used 5 pages. So I'm going to find the 5th page, and I'm going to thread my needle through the center hole and feed it all the way through, but leave a tail. And I'm going to use my binder clip to pin down this tail so it doesn't come undone. And what I'm going to do is go in and pull out through the other side, go around the binding, go through, what I want it to look like is a line of thread with intersecting pieces of thread going across. So as you're sewing, you'll kind of see, okay, the next line should be there. I'm going to feed this through. And then I'm going to go around the spine. Sometimes the thread will get caught and you'll have to pull it through so that you only have one string. There you go. Now I'm gonna go up, or I could go back. But you know what? I'm gonna go around to the corner and come back. So I'm gonna go this way. Through, around the spine. So when you get to the corner, here's the tricky part. You've got to go up over the top. So now it's starting to look like a book. So on the back here, I can either go over what I've already gone over, or my next choice is to go here. Go here, around, up. Oops. All right, so what you notice here is I have a gap right here, and I'll finish that out. Oh look, and I have 2 there. So I have enough thread to finish these out. And when you get to the very end, you want to go back to that center of the book Phew, I have just enough thread. And I'm going to tie a knot. Here's my knot. I'm gonna tie it twice. Cut it. And now I've got my nature journal. Bye.